Welcome to Newsbeacon, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. In the early summer of 2025, the digital world was suddenly set ablaze. Social media platforms from Twitter to TikTok erupted with a frenzy of speculation, memes, and heated debates. It all began with a single sensational claim that quickly snowballed into a global phenomenon. The internet was buzzing with reports of a dramatic confrontation between former US President Donald Trump and Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the leader of Burkina Faso. The two men, worlds apart in background and ideology, were suddenly cast as central figures in a high-stakes international standoff. Viral videos and sensational articles began to circulate, alleging that Trump had issued an ultimatum. He demanded that Burkina Faso hand over 90% of its gold and oil reserves within just 24 hours. If the demand was not met, the story claimed, Trump threatened swift and overwhelming military action. In this narrative, Trump was painted as the face of modern imperialism, ruthless, greedy, and unyielding. Meanwhile, Traoré was elevated to the status of a national hero, a symbol of African resistance and sovereignty, standing firm against foreign exploitation. Deepfake videos soon surfaced, showing what appeared to be Trump making these outrageous demands in his own voice and mannerisms. The technology was so convincing that even seasoned journalists and analysts were momentarily fooled, lending a dangerous sense of authenticity to the hoax. The fabricated story struck a nerve, tapping into long-standing anxieties about Western exploitation of Africa's vast natural resources. For many, the narrative felt all too plausible, echoing real historical grievances and ongoing debates about neo-colonialism and economic justice. Online comment sections became battlegrounds, with users from around the world expressing outrage, disbelief, or support. Arguments raged, hashtags trended, and the story's reach grew with every share and retweet, fueling the fire of misinformation. Social media algorithms, designed to maximize engagement, picked up on the drama and controversy. Within hours, the fabricated story was trending across continents, reaching millions and shaping public opinion before any facts could be checked. What began as a digital rumor had now escalated into a major international incident, one entirely constructed from digital deception, misinformation, and the viral power of the internet. In reality, the Trump-Traoré confrontation never happened. Fact-checkers and journalists quickly debunked the story. No credible sources or official records supported the claims. The viral videos were deepfakes, AI-generated manipulations of real footage and audio. The supposed Trump speech about Africa's resources was actually from a 2024 campaign video, with the audio replaced by an AI voice clone. The ultimatum video originated from a comedy account, stripped of its satirical context and recirculated as news. Once the original sources were revealed, the illusion collapsed. The incident highlighted how easily AI can fabricate convincing but false realities. Misinformation often mutates from satire to news as it spreads. The Trump-Traoré clash was nothing but a digital ghost born from code, not fact. Digital forensics experts used advanced tools to expose the deepfakes. AI audio detection software like Locus.ai, found a 99% probability the Trump audio was synthetic. The fake voice lacked Trump's signature cadence and even read out punctuation. Classic AI slip-ups. Deepfake detection platforms flagged the videos for facial and content manipulation. Lip-sync errors and robotic gestures betrayed the forgeries. The video's unnatural movements and stiff expressions were telltale signs of AI tampering. Combining audio and visual analysis, experts definitively proved the videos were fakes. The very technology used to create the hoax also helped unmask it. The case was closed clever but ultimately flawed digital forgeries. The deepfakes were believable because they echoed Captain Traoré's real policies. Since his 2022 coup, Traoré has championed resource nationalism, pushing for greater state control over Burkina Faso's gold. His government revised mining laws to keep more profits in country, challenging foreign corporations. Traoré's rhetoric against Western exploitation and moves to expel French troops made him a symbol of African sovereignty. These real actions primed audiences to accept the fake Trump confrontation as plausible. The deepfakes mirrored Traoré's genuine defiance of Western interests. The lie worked because it was rooted in the truth of his political identity. Traoré's leadership marked a sharp pivot away from Western alliances, especially with France. He ended military agreements, expelled French troops, and sought new partnerships, notably with Russia. Burkina Faso joined Mali and Niger in the Alliance of Sahel states, aiming for regional self-reliance. Traoré's public criticism of neo-colonialism and the global financial system reinforced his anti-Western image. This real-world shift made the fake Trump conflict feel like a natural extension of ongoing tensions. The deepfakes dramatized a geopolitical rift that was already unfolding. Audiences believed the lie because it fit the political reality Traoré had created. The stage was set for misinformation to thrive. The fake Trump-Traoré story spread rapidly, revealing the mechanics of viral misinformation. It began on Facebook and TikTok, quickly racking up thousands of views. Social media algorithms prioritized the sensational content, amplifying its reach. The videos were re-uploaded across platforms, stripped of context, and translated for new audiences. Each share injected the lie into new networks, expanding its global footprint. Confirmation bias fueled the spread. People shared what matched their beliefs. On social media, fake news sits alongside real news, blurring credibility. The chaotic information landscape made it nearly impossible for users to discern truth from fiction. The lie outpaced the truth, powered by emotion and algorithms. Why did so many believe the fake videos? The answer isn't as simple as gullibility or ignorance. In today's digital world, we're constantly bombarded with information. Some true, some false, and much of it designed to provoke a reaction. Our brains are wired to respond quickly, especially when something feels urgent or emotionally charged. Emotional resonance played a key role. When content triggers strong feelings, like anger, pride, or fear, it bypasses our rational filters. We're more likely to accept and share information that stirs us, even if it's not true. The story of an African leader defying a Western power tapped into deep historical grievances and pride. For many, it echoed real struggles and aspirations, making the narrative feel authentic and personally meaningful. Repetition across platforms made the lie feel familiar and credible, a classic illusory truth effect. When we see the same story over and over, our brains start to accept it as fact, even if we had doubts at first. The personas of Trump and Traoré made the scenario seem plausible. It fit their public images. Both are known for bold, controversial statements, so the idea of them clashing felt believable to many viewers. The sophistication of AI deepfakes fooled casual viewers, who missed subtle signs of manipulation. These videos are now so realistic that even experts can struggle to spot the difference without careful analysis. On fast-moving feeds, even obvious fakes can pass as real. We rarely pause to verify before reacting or sharing, especially when we're scrolling quickly and our attention is divided. Our critical thinking is often bypassed when content aligns with our emotions and beliefs. Confirmation bias makes us more receptive to stories that fit our worldview, and less likely to question them. The technology's realism erodes our trust in what we see and hear. As deepfakes and misinformation become more convincing, it's harder to know what's real, leading to confusion and anxiety. This vulnerability makes us easy targets for digital deception. Bad actors exploit these psychological and technological weaknesses to spread falsehoods quickly and widely. The line between reality and fiction is now dangerously thin. In a world where seeing is no longer believing, we must learn to question, verify, and think critically about the information we consume. The Trump-Traoré hoax signals a new era of AI-driven political warfare. Artificial intelligence now enables anyone to create convincing propaganda, destabilizing public opinion and international relations. In May 2025, deepfakes of celebrities singing pro-Traoré songs surfaced, showing AI's power to shape narratives. The technology blurs the line between authentic communication and strategic deception. A single fake video could trigger real-world crises or market chaos. The barrier to creating chaos is lower than ever. Anyone with the right software can reach millions. Combating this threat requires collaboration, better detection tools, media literacy, and platform accountability. The fight for truth is now a fight for reality itself. AI-generated fake news threatens the very foundation of democracy and social trust. In a world where information spreads at lightning speed, even a single false story can ripple through society, shaping opinions and influencing decisions before the truth has a chance to catch up. The consequences are not just theoretical, they are already being felt in our daily lives, from the headlines we read to the conversations we have with friends and family. When facts are in doubt, rational decision-making and civil discourse break down. People become divided, unable to agree on basic realities, and the shared understanding that holds communities together begins to unravel. This confusion makes it harder to solve problems, reach compromises, or even have meaningful debates. Misinformation polarizes communities, erodes trust, and fuels conspiracy thinking. It creates echo chambers where people only hear what they want to believe, making it nearly impossible to bridge divides or find common ground. The result is a society where suspicion and hostility replace cooperation and empathy. It undermines responses to real crises, public health, climate change, and more. When people doubt expert advice or dismiss scientific evidence, our ability to act collectively in emergencies is weakened. Lives are put at risk and progress stalls as confusion spreads faster than solutions. On a global scale, a single deepfake can spark diplomatic or military conflict. The stakes are higher than ever as nations must navigate a landscape where digital deception can trigger real-world consequences in an instant. The risk of digital provocations escalating into real-world disasters is no longer hypothetical. We have already seen how misinformation can incite panic, disrupt emergency responses, and even threaten international peace. The fight against fake news is a fight for our collective ability to solve problems. Only by working together, sharing reliable information, and building trust can we hope to address the challenges of our time, whether they are local or global. We must all become more skeptical, verify before sharing, and demand accountability from tech platforms. Each of us has a role to play in stopping the spread of falsehoods, whether by questioning suspicious stories or supporting efforts to improve digital literacy. Governments and media must support independent journalism and education. By investing in trustworthy reporting and teaching critical thinking, we can empower people to recognize truth from fiction and make informed choices. Truth is not just a casualty, it's the resource we must all protect. In a world awash with information, defending the truth is essential for justice, freedom, and the future of our societies. The responsibility belongs to each of us, every day.